Hello, this is Ayivi. Thank you for watching. This video is about beams that were installed prior to casting the ground level concrete ceiling, or if you will, beams that were installed prior to casting the first level floor. It is about the beams. There have been a good number of inquiries on this channel in the comment sections and also via email to ayivitv about the use of Hourdi blocks to cast concrete ceilings, concrete floors, or concrete slabs. Well, one of the prerequisites for the use of these Hourdi blocks is the installation of beams. Beams that are defined in the architectural plans furnished by the architect and the engineer. Our regular viewers will recognize this alleyway. This is where you have entrances to the driver's quarters, the maid's quarters, and the kitchen. In the distance are blocks that will be used for construction of the first level walls. Two iron workers working on reinforcement bars, rebar, for the beams. These designs are specified in the architectural plans by the civil engineer, or let's just call them the engineers. They come in different varieties of rebar configurations, and there are so many of them. At least for this project, there were so many different kinds of rebar structures that had to be put together. There, the iron worker is showing you a copy of the plan that they're working on. I have a copy on screen. This is critical for any non-construction professional, non-construction type to managing the cost of the project. When you learn how to read these structural plans furnished by the engineers, you put yourself in a great position. Why? Because for each of these reinforcement bars that are required for the beams, the dimensions are specified. The length of the rod, the diameter of the rod, every single detail is specified by the engineer for the construction workers. With some data entry into an Excel spreadsheet of the different types of rods or the different diameter of rods and their respective lengths, you can figure out the total length of rods of varying diameters that are required for this phase of the project. When you have your totals from the plan, you factor in an overage, let's say 5%, for waste and other factors beyond our control. And there you have it. You have a reasonable estimate on the quantities of rebar required for this phase of the project to reinforce the beams. With the going market rates of the different types of rebar, taking into account the lengths that are sold at a time, whether it's 6-meter pieces or whatever it is in your area, you are able to factor in the cost, and then you'll have a reasonable estimate of what the cost of reinforcement of the beams are going to be. Oh yes, those are the artisans working on placement of the rebar for the beams. To the left is an iron worker. In the middle is a carpenter who is doing formwork. And on the right is the mason. All three will be working on casting the beams. It is time to wrap. Time to bring this video to its logical conclusion. To viewers who have inquired in the comment section and via email about the use of Hourdi blocks for casting concrete ceilings and concrete floors, I hope you have found this video helpful. I hope you see clearly how it is that beams have been installed prior to the casting of concrete ceilings and floors. To non-construction professionals like myself, especially those who live overseas, who would like to reduce the cost of construction, I hope you see through this video how it is that knowing how to read these architectural plans, especially those from the engineers, is indispensable to successful reduction of cost. Knowing how to read these plans puts you in a better negotiating position as you go about managing your construction project. We will have more to say about the actual casting of the beams in a subsequent video. A big thank you to you for watching this video, and I do hope that you'll come back to watch more videos on the channel. Until next time, this is Ayivi saying cheers. Cheers to you